I would say sword making in Scotland has been very much for its own people, its own culture. We've had our own makers as part of that. I am Paul Macdonald and I run Macdonald Armouries in Edinburgh. I started the armouries in '98, specialising in making handcrafted, high quality reproductions of historic arms. I do specialise in making functional, accurate reproductions of historical pieces, really striving to make the same quality that they made centuries or even thousands of years ago. You could say that cheaper wall hangers made for tourist market and such, swords like that might look like a sword, but they certainly won't feel like a sword or perform like one. I run Macdonald Academy of Arms alongside the armouries, and basically there teach traditional swordsmanship and European martial arts. There's been various forms of European swordsmanship deriving from the different forms of weapons that developed in European history, from the early medieval period right through to the 19th century, so that the Academy is specialising in 17th and 18th century. 17th, 18th century was really the most sort of tumultuous period of Scottish history and Highland history especially, period through the Jacobite risings, where the broadsword was the main weapon. So that's the core weapon which I teach today in the Academy. We don't carry swords about with us on the streets these days. The police do frown upon that. The training is still beneficial on a very deeper and very personal level. More and beyond the technical aspect of swordsmanship, you engage with self-development. That's necessary to act counter-instinctively under stresses of combat, and ultimately you become a stronger, more balanced and hopefully happier person at the end. If anyone really wants to engage with Scotland and what traditional Scottish culture is, if that's what you're looking for, then absolutely essential to get off the beaten path, find the small rural communities and engage with the locals there. There's still a lot of knowledge in the rural communities. There's still a lot of tradition bearers, storytellers, musicians and singers and such that keep the old culture alive that way. I think I've always felt a very deep connection to the Highlands and the West Highlands, growing up there. You can't avoid the land and you become a part of it, I think. I think the more I explore the history behind the making and behind the martial culture, it becomes very much more a personal connection that way.